Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. How great to see everybody back. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Harry Styles, and we looked at his song, Sign of the Times. Pretty amazing song, that one, so I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to Sydney in 1987. These guys started out as an instrumental band. Jim Elliott on drums, Ken Gormley on bass, Dan Remmer on guitar, James Cruikshank on keyboards. But it wasn't until Tex Perkins, iconic Australian performer and vocalist, joined these guys that these guys sort of started to get their ball going a little bit more, and came up with some pretty amazing songs. The guys we're talking about are the Cruel Sea. Now, the Cruel Sea were signed to Red Eye Records in 1989, and at that time they were described as an atmospheric music that evoked a feeling of wide open spaces. That was certainly at the start, but it certainly morphed more into indie rock, surf rock, blues and funk as they evolved through their career. Interestingly, in between 1994 and 2006, there was this incredible TV show in Australia called Blue Heelers. And this was an iconic Australian show. And the theme song with that one was Reckless Eyeballing. And these guys actually did the theme and played the theme song for that particular series. So that's sort of one of the most iconic TV themes of all time in Australia. These guys did it. 1993, out came the album The Honeymoon Is Over. And it was at this point onwards that we started to see their indie rock, surf rock, blues and funk come more into the mix. Tex Perkins just got such an incredible personality. He just gives an infectious lead man, and he just broods attitude. And, he's not scared to say things and do whatever he needs to do to get the song's message across. And this is what's made the Cruel Sea pretty amazing. Let's not also forget the incredible guitar work that's going on behind this scene. There's incredible stuff going on here. Little hooks and riffs that just get you in there. And everyone's just moving together so well. And it enables the Cruel Sea just to really you just get lost in those songs. Really, you find yourself tapping your foot a bit and just perhaps getting a bit of attitude yourself. It's what makes the Cruel Sea quite amazing. So The Honeymoon is Over, considered probably one of their best albums and probably one of their best songs. In fact, this 1994, the Cruel Sea won 5 ARIA awards for, including best album and best song. Just goes to show that these guys are absolutely being respected by the industry. The Honeymoon is Over is all about, hey, you don't share my bed anymore, you don't want to get in my car anymore, you don't want to do any of this, you don't want to do any of that. In fact, the tattoo I've got with your name on, I'm going to get the name changed. So it's a case of, it was good, but it's not good anymore. Everything has a honeymoon period, doesn't it? When you buy a new car, you watch it every weekend, right? You look for any little speck of dust that's on it and you get the dirt off it and all the rest of it. When things are shiny and new, it's easy, isn't it? We want to look after, we want to cherish them, we want to get the most out of them. But as the shine gets off a little bit, it becomes a bit trickier. Now, of course, we talk about relationships as well. At the start it's pretty new and exciting, and the kisses are amazing, and everything is just absolutely cool and awesome, and it's the best thing in the world to walk through a park with your girl holding your hand. It's absolutely stunningly amazing. That's at the start, right? So what do we need to do to keep? We obviously not going to keep that new feeling. That doesn't say forever, but you would hope that the new feeling would go into something deeper and stronger, and something that's just easy. Because what we want in relationships is we want to be able to trust them. We want to be able to relax on them. We don't want this constant, I wonder how it's going thing going in our head. We want to be able to relax and trust in these things. So, but we're sure we enjoy the freshness of a new relationship. Absolutely, who would not want to do that? Oh my goodness, it's amazing. But at the same time, how do we put a culture in there right at the start that's going to have some longevity to it? Because we don't want to go in a situation where we're at the other side of it and thinking, well, that didn't work, did it? What? And then we think it was all the other person's fault. When what about the stuff that we didn't do as well? There's always two sides to every story, and a relationship finishing isn't just one person; it's often two who are kind of struggling a bit. So right from the start, I believe anyway that we need to bring in a culture that's going to make a relationship sustainable and deep. Because it gets to a point where we can just relax in this thing knowing that we got it. And also, at the same time, always remembering that, you catch up, you hook up for a reason, and that reason will never go. We've got to always remember to keep things fresh. Remember to have fun as well. We've got to have fun in relationships. Both people have got to be putting in though. Both people have got to be doing, what can we do to make this relationship the best it can be? And then it will just become a natural, easy flowing thing, as opposed to a struggle and a trial and a stress and all the rest of it. So when a song gets to this point, a relationship gets to this point, it's kind of past the point of no return a little bit. Let's just not get it to the point of no return. I think this is the challenge of this song today. The warning of this song even is we don't want to get to this point. The newness is amazing, but it needs to become something else down the track as well. So what can we do at the start to bring that in? So Honeymoon is over. We've got an official and live version of that one to below. See what I mean by how awesome these guys. These guys are very, very tight indeed. The live version is amazing. This got the whole funk groove that's going on here. It's absolutely stunning. And how good is Tex on lead vocals is absolutely stunning. So we've got the Honeymoon is over. At 95 came Three-Legged Dog, also very significant album for these guys. Got to #1 in the ARIA chart, so again, respected by the industry. The song of that one, Better Get a Lawyer. That's chapter 2 of The Honeymoon is Over, right? But to any lawyers that are out there and watching, I'm going to just say to you guys right now, well done for what you guys do, because you know what? You're picking up where society has failed. You pick up where things haven't worked, and you're trying to find resolutions for multiple parties. And I just want to say to you guys out there, if there are any lawyers watching, well done guys, because you know what? When you need it, and we do need them from time to time, you guys can be absolutely amazing and save lives. And so all credit to you guys for what you do. We've got a live version of Better Get a Lawyer. We've also got a live version of Just a Man. Oh, come on, girl, just give me a break. I am just a guy. Let's simplify things down a little bit. Let's not make things quite so complicated. Let's just get a bit of a groove and take the pressure down just a little bit. I may not pick up all your signs, and I may pick up all your looks. I may not pick up all this, but you know what? I'm doing the best with what I got. So Just a Man, we've got an official clip on that one. These guys have done a lot of touring overseas, and they also got to be very fortunate to be the support act for Rolling Stones when they came to Australia to do the Voodoo Lounge tour, and that well and truly catapulted them even more into fame in Australia and overseas, that is for sure. Between 1990 and 2001, 6 studio albums, 3 compilation albums, and 17 singles. Now, they've had a bit of ARIA success, as I've said as well. So the links to those, when we got 5 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Harry Styles, so if you want to recap on him, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, or this is your first time to Life Reflections to Music, how good to see everybody here. I really, really enjoy my subscribers. There's been a bit of movement of late, which has been really, really great. Thank you for hanging in with me. Next time we're going to get on to Gwen Stefani. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.